Let's start at the beginning. The sun upside down. Well, the sun right side up is new beginnings. It's the start of things. It's kind of when you have revamped yourself, and you're taking a chance at going boldly into the world and starting new things. Well, this is upside down. So it looks like you're probably revisiting some things right now, revisiting some issues, trying to figure out how to put into play these great ideas. And there may have been a little stumbling block with you starting some things new, either illness or unexpected money going out, unexpected situations or dramas. But this kind of looks like things are on hold for you for a minute. So that new endeavor maybe have to be looked at a little bit more carefully before you start your new plans. But it's the start of a new year in just a month, so we never know what that may look like. But it looks like holding off on some plans that you were about to begin something, and it kind of got waylaid a little bit. What crosses you is the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is a great card. It is whatever energy you put into a situation, you will get returned tenfold. So if you put your energy into negative things, it will return to you tenfold. If you put your energy and your good intentions into positive, it will be returned tenfold. So Aries, keep that mind in the positive. Don't dwell on the negative too much, because that will be created. So if you put some energy, lots and lots of energy into your fears, those will be created. If you put lots and lots of energy into your dreams, those will be created. So it can go either way. It can go either way. And lovely Aries, it is up to you depending on which road you take. So what is above you is the celebration. It's the 3. It's the 3 of Cups. That's positive emotions. That's getting together with people that we love and that we care for. It's kind of the main focus right now, since it's the season of celebration, of getting together. So this is kind of more of the same, and really connecting with those that you have not seen in a while, that really give you joy in your life. So that is either happening now or planning for the holidays. But there are some good mojo, good juju coming up, and some wonderful celebrations. So make the time to really connect to those that you haven't seen in a while and that bring you great joy. What is in the past? This is the King of Wands. The King is an exalted person or someone over 40, someone very wise if they're in an under 40 body. The Wands are fire signs. This can also stand for you, Aries. So it looks like some self-care was needed. It looks like you took some time to really listen to your heart, to work out things. It looks like you're working out things that will better you for your future. As I said, this is a fire sign. If it doesn't represent you, it does represent either another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it looks like you have been looking at things in a higher realm, one of more of integrity, creating some motion in your life, creating a little less stagnation, taking a look at the things that you really need to change, and to take the first step into making those changes, Aries, to finding your smile. When you guys, start the process, you're off and running. So I'm really glad that you took this time to collect your thoughts, figure out what is the best direction to go in, and look towards the future. And what does that look like for you, Aries? What does that future position look like? But really rising above, finding integrity, having your words be true to you and your heart, with kindness and with love. But it looks like you have been moving and shaking some things up, but really looking at your own morals and really possibly getting more in line with positive forward motion. But really taking a rise into some self-care, really taking the lead in speaking your truth and with integrity. And for those of you that are not working on stuff, you may want to take a look at that, because there's some stuff coming up in your space that needs to move out so you can set the tone for the next great adventure. So the next thing that's happening, this is the 9. This is the 9 of Wands. It is in the present position, and it's also one of reflection. It's a card of reflection where you're really looking at the big picture. All the things that worked for you, that you're keeping. All the things that didn't work for you, you're keeping the information. You're keeping the experience, learned the lessons, and really truly releasing people, places, and things that don't work for you anymore. There's a little sadness around it, but there is some healing. You have a lot of orange in here, so you have really been taking a look at some things, moving some energy, figuring out how to find your smile, and owning the things that you can change and changing them. And that looks like you're right in the process, Aries, of making those changes. Slowly but surely making those changes. So when this process is over, sorry, I had to take a sip of my coffee. When this process is over, you will have much more clarity on where your energy will be better served. But right now you're in kind of a limbo state where releasing things, keeping things, and this could be manifesting on a physical level by just, going through the garage, going through that closet. And when you physically move things, emotionally you're able to move things, spiritually you're able to move things. So for many of you, just moving that box that's been sitting there, going through it, will start the process of releasing and moving things. But you are keeping some very important, pertinent experiences, but it looks like you're really, really cleaning out a lot of things that are not necessary in your life, and that includes people. Queen of Pentacles is in the future. Pentacles is earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And what I'm feeling with this is that you have someone that is very important in your life that you have helped and guided most of their lives. This is probably a woman right about 40 or older. Could be somebody that is wise if they're under 40, but it looks like somebody that you have helped most of her life, and now she's returning the favor. She's returning the favor with some wisdom. There's also a connection with money here, so I'm not quite sure if she's opening up some avenues of money for you, but it does look like getting down to the simpler things. She really helps you cut through a lot of the jive and get to the marrow of the problem. She's a very good secret keeper and will hold your truths next to her heart. But it looks like a really good friend, lover, could even be a family member, but it's someone of great support and that you honor very much. So it looks like that relationship will be deepening as long as the communication is honest and clear. And it looks like she really helps you find the balance and the clarity for your next step. She's very well organized. I'm feeling more and more like a Taurus. But anyway, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it is someone there that is a good partnership, is a good friend, and someone you can trust with your deepest feelings. And it looks like you really do need a confidant right about now to share some of these frustrations that's going on. Although the frustrations that's going on only looks temporary as you are getting rid of a lot of these things. So this is also right next to another frustrating card. So it looks like she is the calm within some of the storm that has been happening around you. And it feels, Aries, that it isn't necessarily your specific drama, but it looks like drama within the family, drama within your friend level, and that you're kind of in the middle of that. In the middle of that. So the world is at the basis here, and the world is a lovely card. It is the final card of the journey of Tarot. 0 is the Fool, and that is where the journey begins, and the world is where it ends. So the world is opening up to you, sweet Aries. It's really opening up to you. Just take a look. It feels like there's a big shift in your life. You may be starting a new endeavor, a different job, learning new job skills, going back to school, but there is a huge shift of trying something new, taking a leap of faith and really jumping into a new world for you. This is at the basis of what is happening in the future. So once you are able to get some clarity on the Wheel of Fortune, on what your truth is for the sun, and put that positive energy into it, basically anything you put some energy into is going to grow, and it will grow either for the positive or the negative, depending on how you hold it in your head. So keep that positive visualization, and move the energy. Get out there in the world. And it does look like you will be out in the public a little bit more. And that could be because of the holidays. But it looks like you will be more visual out in the world instead of in your home. A little bit more motion in your life for the month of December. So whatever you put your energy into, this world will swoop it up. It's really open. So if you've always wanted to write a book, you've always wanted to teach yoga, you've always wanted to climb a mountain, those are the things. Those are the things you put your energy into, and there will be success. The world opens up everything for you. So the 5 is here, the 5 of Swords. It looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication or some frustration or a continuing argument of some kind. It's right on the line of all these people, so it may be within the family, maybe within work, but it looks like you're kind of caught in the middle of some jive that really you didn't start, you'd love to end, but it is not your responsibility. So it looks like taking a step back, pardon me, taking a step back from the situation and let those folks argue. If they want to argue to the death, let them. It's really not your fault or your problem. So it looks like really taking a step back, neutralizing the situation, but just being in the middle of it is just causing you frustration. And this is the frustration card. It's feeling like you're a little trapped in this situation. And it's right next to this. So most likely it's family or job or something big that you can't avoid. But this looks like you feel really trapped, really guarded, don't know which way to go. So extricate yourself from this situation. Take a look at it from a neutral position when you're not in the middle of it. But it looks like you're feeling super trapped. You're not able to speak your truth. You're not able to see the truth. So taking a step back from this situation, you'll be able to get a little bit more clarity and really see what responsibility belongs to whom. But it looks like you kind of jumped right in the middle of something that really wasn't yours to solve. So it's not being solved very easily. It's not yours to solve. So let that go, sweet Aries. Let them deal with it. And you'll be able to see the truth of it if you're not right in the middle of this situation. The culmination card, or what this all means, is the 2 of Wands. Finding balance. Wands are fire and movement. And the 2 is always about balance. But it looks like you're really releasing some things from the past that haven't served. Really taking a good look at what your life, your world looks like. I'm also feeling some travel in the future over a great body of water. This wand is lighting up for me pretty heavily. It looks like you're hanging on to either a habit, a behavior, a friendship, something that is not necessarily healthy for you, and you know it's not healthy for you. So it looks like you're taking the last look at it before you release the contract. whether you speak your truth. But really, you've got like one more thing to resolve. It's a big one. For some of you, it may be releasing a relationship that you've had for years, but doing it with kindness. How do you manifest releasing this and doing it with love, gratitude? For many of you, it's letting go of a job that doesn't work for you, or a friendship that hasn't been working for you for a while. So it's like one more piece of the puzzle to be released before you can start your new journey into the unknown and into, it looks like, a much happier place. It looks like you've been a little frustrated over the last couple of years with the responsibilities of things, that kind of the have-tos, and you want to move more into the pleasure aspect of your life. You're a hard worker, but it isn't always about work, you know. We don't live to work, we work to live. So that's kind of what you're shifting in your mind, sweet Aries, is that what do you want to do with the rest of your life kind of things. And some things need to change, and they have been changing over the last couple years. And any changes that we make this year will be really rewarded next year, not only astrologically speaking, numerology speaking, but just you can see the trend. It is the time. It is the last of this time to release relationships that aren't working, behaviors, addictions, habits, friendships, jobs. So it's really time to find balance in your life. You know the direction you want to go, and you really, truly do, sweet Aries. So now it's time to let that piece go and allow yourself to fly into your future. But I'm also feeling some travel in the future for you, so could be saving a little money. Here's the Page of Cups. Pages can represent children. They can also represent messages. It is upside down. Cups are emotions, feelings, heartfelt things. This feels like a message, and it feels like one of negative proportions, but it does feel like that it will start the ball rolling for you to release that little bit of energy. The Emperor is here. The Emperor is the highest exalted card. It is one of great morals. It's living in integrity. It also can stand for someone who represents that in your life if you need some advice on moving forward. We always have a great wise one in our family situation and our friends situation. So I'm feeling that this is a person of great integrity that you hold very dear, that his words or her words resonate with a lot of love and care for you. So don't be afraid to step forward and ask for some information, ask for that support. But this person is just lying in wait, just waiting for you to kind of tap on their door, pick up the phone. So you have a lot of wise information at your fingertips. All it takes is going towards that person to ask for that help. I know, Aries, a lot of times you like to do things yourself, but you really do ask for some help when you need it. So this is one of those times. I'm seeing too that your finances are kind of come and go, come and go, come and go is what I'm feeling. That they will straighten out a little bit more towards the positive after the first. Ooh, okay. I'm going to throw these cards for clarity. And you got perfection, which of course is not possible, and instinct. So please, Aries, use that instinct that you have. You know, if it feels funny, if somebody's telling you something and it feels like a lie, trust the God of your heart. Trust that first instinct that hits your head. Trust yourself and your inner voice a little bit more. Please do not try for perfection. There is no such thing. You can't live up to other people's You cannot live up to other people's expectation of perfection either. And there is no such thing. We do not learn if things are perfect. So they aren't. So we can learn. So release that perfect picture of doing things perfectly or saying the perfect thing. As long as you come from your heart with kindness, without malice or manipulation, then you're right along line with the God stuff.